Welcome back to another exciting episode of Talk and Learn. I'm James, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Rachel. How's it going, Rachel?
Hey James, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm super excited about today's episode because we're diving into daily conversations in English. This is one of my favorite topics because it's all about making English feel natural in your everyday life.
Exactly. Daily conversations are the backbone of learning any language. It's all about using the right phrases in the right situations. And don't worry, we're going to make this fun too. Haha.
Oh, for sure. Today, we're going to cover a wide range of topics, from greetings and small talk to discussing plans and daily routines. And of course, we'll throw in some funny and lighthearted moments, so it doesn't feel like a boring lesson.
That's right. We'll make sure this episode is as fun as it is useful. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's get started with some simple but essential daily conversation phrases.
Section 1. Greetings and Small Talk.
All right, James, let's kick things off with something we all use every day greetings. I mean, what's the first thing you say when you meet someone?
Well, of course, you start with a simple hello or hi. You can't go wrong with that. Haha. But there are also a lot of variations depending on the situation, right?
Absolutely. For example, in the morning, you can say, good morning, to greet someone when you first see them. It's a nice way to start the day. And if it's the afternoon, you can say, good afternoon.
And then, of course, there's good evening, if it's later in the day. But here's the fun part. In casual conversations, we can also say things like, hey, what's up? How's it going? These are super casual ways to greet friends.
And don't forget, how are you? That's a classic. But here's a little tip. Instead of just saying, how are you? You can say something more interesting like, how's your day going? What's new with you? It makes the conversation feel a bit more personal, and the other person might open up more.
I love those variations. It makes the conversation feel more natural. And speaking of natural, sometimes you don't even need to ask, how are you? You can just jump right into the conversation with something like, hey, I saw your Instagram post. That was awesome. Haha. This shows that you're paying attention, and it's a great way to break the ice.
Section 2. Talking about daily routines.
Okay, now let's move on to something we all do every day. Our daily routines. It's such a big part of our lives, and it's something you'll talk about all the time.
That's true. So, James, what's your daily routine like? I'm sure everyone would love to know. Haha.
Well, I wake up around 7 a.m., and the first thing I do is check my phone. I know, it's a bad habit, but I can't help it. Haha. Then I have some coffee and go for a walk to get some fresh air. How about you, Rachel?
Oh, I love that. For me, I wake up at 6:30 a.m. I like to start my day with a good stretch. Just to get the blood flowing. Then I make a nice breakfast, usually oatmeal with some fruit. It's my go-to breakfast.
Ooh, oatmeal with fruit. That sounds delicious. I usually skip breakfast. Haha, bad habit, I know.
Hey, no judgment here. We all have our habits, but it's interesting how we both start our day, even though it's different. And this is a great way to practice English, talking about daily habits.
Totally. And if you want to ask someone about their routine, you can say, what do you usually do in the morning? How do you start your day? These are great questions for small talk.
Yes, and you can also ask about specific things like, do you work out in the morning? How do you get ready for the day?
Section 3. Making Plans.
Now let's talk about making plans. This is one of the most common conversations you'll have with friends, coworkers, or even strangers.
Absolutely. Whether it's meeting up for coffee, going to a concert, or making weekend plans, we use a lot of the same phrases in English. For example, do you want to grab coffee tomorrow? How about we meet up this weekend?
You can also be more specific with the time. Let's meet at 5 p.m. How about Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, and if you want to suggest an activity, you could say, would you like to go for a hike this weekend? I was thinking about going to the movies. Do you want to join?
Oh, and if someone asks you about plans, you can answer in different ways. I'm free this evening. I'm busy on Saturday, but Sunday works for me.
Section 4. Talking about food.
All right, now let's talk about something that everyone loves. Food. Food is a huge part of daily conversations, and it's such a fun topic to talk about.
Oh, yes, I could talk about food all day. Haha. So, James, what's your favorite food?
That's a tough one, but I'd have to say pizza. I'm obsessed with pizza. Haha. How about you, Rachel?
Oh, I'm all about sushi. I love it. But if we're talking about comfort food, then mac and cheese is my go to. Haha.
Nice. I love sushi too. And when you want to ask someone about their food preferences, you can say, "What's your favorite type of food? Are you into pizza or pasta?"
Yes. And when you want to invite someone to lunch or dinner, you can say, "Do you want to grab lunch? Let's go for dinner sometime."
Oh, and if you're talking about trying new foods, you could say, "I've never tried Indian food before. Have you? I want to try that new restaurant. Have you been there?"
Section 5, expressing feelings.
Now let's talk about something a bit more personal. Expressing feelings. This is a really important part of communication, and you'll definitely use it in daily conversations.
Yes. So when someone asks how you're feeling, you could say, "I'm feeling great, thanks. I'm a bit tired today, to be honest."
And if you're feeling sick, you can say, "I'm not feeling well. I've got a headache."
Exactly. And if you want to know how someone else feels, you can ask, "How are you feeling today? How's everything going?" Wow, what a great conversation, James. We've covered so many useful phrases for daily English conversations.
Totally. We hope you've picked up some new phrases to use in your own daily conversations. And remember, the key to speaking English confidently is practice, practice, practice.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us today on Talk and Learn. Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you in the next episode.